DepEd Ormoc City Division presents Panaghisgutay, another initiative which aims to inform Ormocanans on the latest updates in preparation for the start of the new school year. We too will discuss pressing issues and hope to give clarifications relative to the delivery of education in the new normal. This is going to be a live online program via StreamYard and Facebook pages of SDO Ormoc, with simulcast from our media partners every Wednesday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We call on everyone to be part of this event by sending us your queries, and feel free to share with us your insights and suggestions. Quizzes and fun trivia with exciting prizes await everyone in our takeoff. Mark your calendar and take this flight with us as we embark on a continuing action with a better perspective. Panaghisgutay! Panaghisgutay!
Check mic. Hello, good afternoon. It's another wonderful Wednesday afternoon. Happy afternoon, Ormoc City. We welcome you again to the online program, which we should all be part of. This is DepEd Ormoc's Panaghisgutay Series 2.0. Hello, Ma'am Ghislaine.
Hi, Seth. So it's 13 minutes past 2. And you are joining us on our weekly live program where the latest developments and updates in the department are about to be discussed in the next hour. Broadcasted live via our Dapat Tayo, our Ormoc City Division page, and through our media partners. You may send your comments, suggestions, inquiries, and our focal persons will try to address them on the show later on.
All right, that's right. Now, this is our third episode. And the last episode prior to the opening of classes, but we'll still be having 2 more episodes as to give updates still on how we're able to, or on the start of classes, and with significant events that have happened for the first 2 weeks. We'll still be reporting them to you via this online program. And we will be joined this afternoon with our Schools Division Superintendent as well as our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Ma'am Lana Cervantes and Sir Mario Ruggius Sumbilon, whose tandem has brought DepEd Ormoc to excellence. They exude nothing but positivity that is contagious. Later on our program, we'll hear their messages and how exciting they are for the opening of classes. And we still have prizes left for grabs, so better stay tuned for our question and answer portion later in our program.
That is right, Seth. No, so daghang kataog prizes at stake for our avid televiewers. And today on our Historia Positivo segment, we celebrate DepEd Region 8 Partners Day. And we'd like to take this opportunity to show how grateful we are for all the support, assistance provided by our stakeholders to our schools.
Right.
As part of the celebration steps, we are going to show everyone a video presentation on how solid our partnership and linkages with our stakeholders are. And this also proves, steps know that all support and assistance, whether big or small, can make a huge difference relative to the implementation of our learning continuity plan.
Yes, that's
Yes.
definitely right. I'm excited to see the video. By the way, I'd like to extend our thanks, of course, to Sir General Lura, who has been our partner in coming up with the
Yeah.
collection of these videos. I mean,
Yeah.
these pictures, so to come up in a video format. Thank you,
Yeah.
Sir General. And okay, kindly play on the video, Sir ITO, as part of our Istoryang Positibo for this segment. There you go. Audio, please.
Kung ito man ang huling awitin nga awitin, nais kong malaman mong ika'y
Okay.
bahagi na ng buhay ko. At kung may huling sasabihin,
Can we have the audio, Sir ITO?
nais kong sambitin,
Okay.
niligyan mo
It's playing good. Okay, good.
ang mundo. Kasama kitang lumuha. Dahil sa'yo ako'y may pag-asa. Ang awiting ito'y para sa'yo. At kung maubos ang tinig, di magsisisi. Dahil iyong narinig mula sa labig ko. Salamat, salamat, sana iyong marinig tibok ng damdamin. Ikaw ay mahalaga sa akin. Ang awitin ko'y iyong dinggin. At kung marinig ang panalangin, lagi kang naroroon, humihiling ng pagkakataon. Masabi ko sa'yo ng harapan, kung gaano kita kailangan. Ang awiting ito'y para sa'yo. At kung maubos ang tinig, di magsisisi. Dahil
Hi there! Good day to all our benevolent school partners and stakeholders. Please allow me to express my warm and heartfelt pasalamat for being a huge part of DepEd Ormoc's journey to the delivery of quality education in the midst of pandemic. Because of your assistance, we can serve our learners better, and we can be sure that education can and will continue. Daghang salamat, God bless, and once again, Happy Partnership Day.
Good day, everyone. As the Schools Division Superintendent of Ormoc City Division, let me take this opportunity to express our gratitude to all our partners and donors, and also our sponsors for all our programs and projects and endeavors here in Ormoc City. With the grace of God and with your continuous support, we will be able to overcome the challenges brought by this pandemic. So with the coming of school year 2020-2021, we expect that you will be our partners again in the implementation of our learning continuity plan. So we are very much hopeful that you will be with us together, and once again, with the saying of Mother Teresa, that alone we can do nothing, but together we can do everything. Thank you very much once again, and God bless.
Yes, Sapsna. It's a very, very nice video by Mr. General Laura, rather. Before we proceed with our next set of video, Sapsno, I would like to personally thank our school heads, our school and district information officers, and our Brigada Escola coordinators for sending us the pictures no para ma-appear na to sa
Yes.
pa-include natin sa video. So thank you very much.
Yes. So, that includes our DPDS coordinators, right? Yes.
DPDS coordinator.
Thank you so much to all of you guys. And in addition, the Schools Division Office of Ormoc has identified our dear City Mayor, Mayor Richard I. Gomez, as the icon of partnerships. It is just but right having him selected for all the support and assistance our LGU has provided DepEd Ormoc. Here's a short message of our dear City Mayor for and on behalf of the partners and stakeholders in DepEd Ormoc City Division.
Maayong adlaw Ormoc City and the rest of the DepEd Region 8 family. My utmost respect to our DepEd Region 8 Director, Dr. Ramir Huitico, and to his Assistant Regional Director, Dr. Balani, and the rest of the regional office team. To my very own school's Division Superintendent in Ormoc, Ms. Lani Cervantes, and his Assistant Superintendent, Dr. Mario Rogi Sumbilon. And the entire DepEd Ormoc family, I hope everything is well and everyone is healthy and safe. I have always been an advocate for education. Mao naninguha ko og mga mahatag ang tanantabang kutob sa ako makaya para sa atong mga kabatanunan. With the best outcome nga matagaan og sufficient classroom buildings, school facilities and equipment, alongside provision of needed support for DepEd Ormoc programs, projects, and activities, naghatag kini kanamo og dakong kalipay and sense of fulfillment, knowing that we are and we have become a significant part of the lives of our school children here in Ormoc. The efforts of the local government unit of Ormoc being appreciated by the entire DepEd family means so much to me. But to be considered as an icon of partnerships is another level of happiness and contentment. Ang ako paglihok o pagtabang sa DepEd Isip Mayor sa Ormoc, kauban ng akong Vice Mayor o mga kaubanan sa Sangguniang Panlunsod, is not to receive awards or being tagged as an icon, but my purpose is to plainly just to serve and share my best. Then again, how grateful it is to be valued, especially in the field so close and important to me, the field of education. To DepEd Region 8, soar high and continue aiming for excellence. To my DepEd Ormoc family, daghang salamat, and know that I will always have your back supporting all your endeavor. For and on behalf of all the DepEd Ormoc partners and stakeholders, daghang salamat sa inyo, pagay ng oras to appreciate our efforts. This is your Mayor, Richard Gomez. Daghang salamat. Stay safe and be healthy all the time.
There you go. Our dear City Mayor, Mayor Richard I. Gomez. So indeed, DepEd Ormoc City Division is very much blessed for all the education support that our education partners, our dear stakeholders are providing DepEd Ormoc City Division.
That's right, Saps, no?
That is for our
Eh,
istoryang positibo para sa atong
Very,
segment.
very
Yes.
positive.
And those two videos are actually highlighted during our DepEd Region 8 Partners Day this morning. That was a virtual conduct, 10 to 12 this morning. That's tagged DepEd 8 Partners Day, and so that was included in the highlights, and Ormoc City's stakeholder support, together with the message of our dear city mayor, was featured this morning. Let's proceed. Okay. Yes. We shall now entertain some inquiries from the field. With this segment, we call Ipangutana Mo sa DO. Okay. So while waiting for questions coming from our DepEd Ormoc and from the community of Ormoc City, you'd like to give this very important reminders as well as activities that are ongoing in the field. First one, we have an ongoing conduct of division, monitoring, evaluation, adjustment, and learning. We call that DMEAL. And it's being conducted to all 99 schools in DepEd Ormoc City Division. Of course, with the members of the DFTACT, or the Division Field Technical Assistance Composite Teams, spearheaded, of course, by our Schools Division Superintendent, Ma'am Lanay Cervantes, with Sir Roger Sombilon, the assistant, and our two chiefs, with Dr. Alejandro Almendras of the Curriculum Implementation Division, the CID, and with Dr. Artemia Liberas, our chief for School Governance and Operations Division, with all the supervisors, with all the SEPs, with all the nurses, and all identified members of the DFTAC. Conduct of this DMEAL is ongoing. In fact, it is scheduled until Thursday of this week. Okay, and of course, that is for all of our schools to really prepare, to really come up with the school readiness for the opening of classes comes October 5. Next week na siya, Ma'am Jesslane. Okay, and we likewise would like to inform everybody that by this coming Friday, unahon na to ang tomorrow. Tomorrow there's an event. Actually, Ma'am Remy Puno, our education program supervisor in EPS, is reminding everyone for the division virtual orientation on homeroom guidance. That's tomorrow from 8 o'clock in the morning up to 5 in the afternoon. That is as per division memorandum number 392 series of 2020. The participants are the public schools district supervisors, the school heads, including school guidance counselors. And you're requested to register the link stipulated in the memorandum. Again, that would be tomorrow. Tomorrow, October 1. Okay, and we likewise have this very important notice, or office memorandum rather, that by this coming Friday, we'll be having a special face-to-face meeting prior to the opening of classes. But this meeting will only be participated by our superintendents, Ma'am Lani and Sir Roji, with the chiefs of CID and SGOD, the education program supervisors, the public schools district supervisors, administrative officers, our legal officer, our ITO officer who is in the background is invited to attend, including our senior education program specialists, education program specialists too, our planning officer, including our DIO, who's yours truly and Ma'am Gislaine, and our physical facilities coordinator, our engineer, including our DRRMO, our HNU representative, and all units and section heads. That would be this coming Friday from 8 o'clock to 12 noon. That would be at our division convergence zone in Ormoc City Division. Primary objective of this event, of this face-to-face meeting, is to disseminate information from the regional office instructions for the opening of classes on October 5. And we will be likewise discussing the planned conduct of search for the most prepared school in the new normal, including other important matters. Okay? All participants have to observe health protocol as required by the interagency task force in our Ormoc City COVID-19 task force. Likewise, it is emphasized that work from home for this division key personnel, key officials, is already suspended starting October 5. And that will be subject for deliberation by the group comes Friday during our meeting. Okay, so see you on Friday. So walay, work from home on Friday. Everyone has to be part of this face-to-face meeting. Okay. Ma'am Gislaine, do you have some in your list?
Yes, Saps, it's quite an important announcement, no? Though medyo dugay-dugay pa siya, but I think it's about time kay karon pa sa siya nadawat
Okay.
nato, no? Uh, FYI, Saps, daghan naglangutan no, when will be the release of the city allowance for the
Right.
second
Okay.
quarter?
That's supposedly April, May, and June, di ba?
Yes, oo. So, October na, ugma, wala pa yung city allowance. Bitaw, our partners from the LGU have been working hard, mahatag na siya ng city allowance. And, nahatag na sila og kuna
Go
siyang
signal.
schedule. Accept
Yes.
na sila yung signal. Mahatag na city allowance. And our schedule for nga mahatag na of the second quarter city allowance would be on October 29 and 30. Again,
Right.
that would be on October 29 and 30. So, para dili magtapok dito tanan, sabutan sa din ni Seps, si Robert, and ni Ma'am Lani, and ni Sir Roger kung saan pag-schedule per district o kung saan na district ang ma-assign for the first day and kung saan na district ang ma-assign
Okay.
for the second day.
Right. But on the last conduct, no, you were able to have it only in a day. 1 day or 2 days gapon. It's still
2 days.
scheduled for 2 days. Okay, we can do the same, no, and with the
Yes.
same schedule of districts, no, for day 1 and day 2.
Yes.
Okay, that's a very good news, no. An additional, incentive, no, and allowance for all our recipients, for all the teachers,
Yes.
for the city allowance. That's covering April, May, and June. That's actually
Yes.
second quarter. Okay, and before we answer the query I have on my list, we like to notify everybody that as of yesterday, the social mobilization and networking unit, being the focal persons for the partnership activities in the division, we were able to provide a virtual provision of technical assistance to our Brigada Escuela and DPDS coordinators relative to partnerships and linkages. We were able to conduct that yesterday. It started at 2 p.m. and that was attended, of course, by our Brigada Escuela and DepEd Partnership Database System coordinators. And that was indeed a very productive and a very informative discussion with our coordinators in the field. and hoping so that going forward, we'll be able to come up with the appropriate, with the proper manner of connecting to our education partners, to our stakeholders, rather than just spreading via social media the manner that have been observed from other areas. No, luckily, it's not that evident in our Ormoc City Division. Okay, now, some teachers are actually asking murag duha ni sila nga same o concept sa ilang inquiry, no? Na ba kuno ang gitawag supplemental fund for the BALCP support, and we were not able to directly confirm it from the from the finance office as of today, but as the prior information that they told us, so it has to be released before the month end. So karon ang last day of September. But luckily, kaganya morning, I was with our assistant schools division superintendent, Sir Roger Sumbilon, who supposedly will withdraw no from the BPI. And there we have seen our school heads in from different schools. So we inquired from them, why are they there? And they told us it's for that purpose. So meaning, nasulod na no. So by this time, so needed additional resources when it comes to the reproduction and the printing of modules can already be purchased, no? Can already be procured. So that will be a good news for you teachers, considering that whatever needed items, materials, and so supplies for this work, we understand it's ongoing. Di pag na siya mahuman kay what we are preparing or what we have done is actually for the first few weeks of school. So when it comes to the learning modules, ongoing ang pagprint, ongoing ang pagtrabaho. So that has to be done that way, no, until the end of the school year, or until we can already be back to our normal setting when it comes to our educational system. So connect with your school management, no, as to the availability of the fund, and you may request to them whatever needed resources you have for your respective classes and for your respective classrooms. Okay, and definitely for your learners. So matagaan na mo ana. So you may request for printers, for bond papers, for printer inks, yes, diba? So those are the most commonly requested, needed as of these times. Okay. Do you have more there, Ma'am Ghislaine? Okay. And we also would like to notify everybody that by this coming Sunday, we will be having the what you call the conduct of noise barrage and motorcade to mark the opening of school year 2020-2021. So that is per division memorandum number 377, series of 2020. Now, magsaba-saba ta, but again, we will not be doing that on a manner nga maglakaw-lakaw ta. We will be having a motorcade, so meaning naagid ta sulod sa to vehicle. In this memorandum, it's been highlighted na participants are to be in their vehicles at all times, no? So dili ta mo naog. So that is to also maintain the social distancing, the physical distancing. We will start our motorcade 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That will be here at the DepEd Ormoc City Division. Diri ang atong venue. Atong meet-up point. And we will request that as early as 2 o'clock or 2:30, we will already be here. And we'll be requesting all public and private schools. We are actually encouraging them to participate on that schedule, October 4, 3 o'clock, as support by also ringing their school bells, among other means of contribution to the noise barrage. And our DepEd family from the public and private, especially those of the vehicles, are encouraged to join and participate the motorcycle around the city. Okay, so ang atong venue, ang atong parade route would be from the division office, going to the city center, and then magawasa dito sa Hermosilla, going to Kugon, and then balik ta diri sa may front sa Ormoc City Hall and then pabalik diri sa atong division office. Okay? And we also would like to request the assistance and the lead of our public schools district supervisors in terms of the participation of our school heads, especially those with vehicles, and with their teachers also under their district. Okay, so we already have prepared numbers for the proper order, as well as we'll also be putting up balloons and tarpaulins for this purpose. And we also have received approval already coming from the office of the city mayor, coming from the business permits and licensing office, and of course from the city health office with the city health permit. Ma'am Jesline, no? Okay, you have a copy of the approval of the permit. May you please state what they requested from us, DepEd Ormoc, for this purpose? Do you have a copy? Okay.
I
Okay.
bring the copy to
Okay,
you.
so sorry.
That's-
It's with me, but you may give a copy to Ma'am Jesline. Now, here's what we just would like to share this. No, we want everybody to be notified, and this will be a good avenue for everybody to be informed regarding this event, since this is going to be a special conduct, no, for DepEd Ormoc City Division. And here's what the City Health Department wanted us to observe during the motorcade. May I read to you the letter, no, that's addressed to our Schools Division Superintendent, Lana H. Cervantes, with regards to the motorcade of teaching and non-teaching personnel of the public and private schools. Ma'am, you may push through with your event, provided that you should strictly implement all the guidelines in handling guests, which includes the following: monitoring of all participants to public events with infrared thermometers. So our security guard at the guardhouse, no, will be providing two thermal scanners, infrared thermometers, for that purpose, so we can abide on that direction or instruction. Second, providing all your participants with hand sanitizer or 70% isopropyl alcohol. So I think everyone is, let's say, following this directive, di ba, this protocol. So kadausan nato expected nga na. But we will as well provide a bigger container in the guard area, in the entrance area. And they're asking those who will be joining to wear face mask and face shield. So face mask, face shield. Okay, so face mask is actually very much common, pero with the face shield, okay, I wanted to call Dr. Quiroz, no, kay we understand we are driving our own vehicles, man, by this time, and we are not transporting to a public transportation unit. So this can be considered. But again, we'll confirm to that. But that's what they wanted from us. If we need to comply on this, then we will do so. 4, providing waste baskets for the proper disposal of all types of waste. So, basig magkaon-kaon no, sa vehicle. So, dito lang sa vehicle, ilabay no. Dito lang sa waste ninyo, na may mga waste basket. But I think they are providing a sort of generic response to all those who are requesting from their office. But again, we are using private vehicles, and we understand we have this in our respective units. Sick individuals, those with cough, cold, sore throat, and fever are not allowed to attend or participate in such event. So again, that can be checked through our thermal scanners and infrared thermometers. Okay, and closely coordinate with the City Health Department for guidance, as well as after the event, they are requesting us to submit a documentation with photo to the City Health Office for monitoring and reporting purposes, and that we will do. Okay, the City Health Department have already implemented all the precautionary measures against COVID-19 based on guidelines from the DOH, and that is from the City Health Officer to Dr. Edmund Kerolf. Okay, so now we have the approval. We can already come up with the finality of the scheduled motorcade comes Sunday, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And to tell you, dear friends, dear DepEd Ormoc, ang kani pong atong motorcade is going to be highlighted because the Region 8 office is also conducting Rehiyon 8 Listo activities. So on October 4, na sila mag-online, mag-live sila. They will be having a live social media coverage of all the 13 divisions in Region 8. And it's going to be a way of a competition. So good thing for us in Ormoc City Division, we were already set up everything even prior to the receiving of this regional memorandum coming from the regional office. So meaning nakaset na tadaan. So they will start at 2 o'clock, but good thing, nanamantaan na. So by 3, so we will be featured live by Region 8. And since it's going to be a competition, so we'll just need to come up with an orderly setup, no? Maayo nga flow, of course, the kabalikat, the traffic enforcement and management together with the Philippine National Police and the civic society organization volunteers will also be with us on that day. So daghan po ng magawa nato. And we also have requested the DepEd or MOC, mga teacher road bikers nato to be with us. So natay group of teaching and non-teaching personnel who have come up with a good way of keeping the bodies fit, no, through this road biking. So I appeal po nato sila. Now, these are the prices. Since marami siyang mga pakulo, and that will be our way of pakulo for the motorcade. One is for the criteria nila, festivity, that's 20%, originality, that's 20%, relevance to the theme, that's 50%, and projection and overall impact is 10%. The winner shall receive the following prizes as of Regional Memorandum number 501 or 501 series of 2020. First prize is 10,000 pesos, Ma'am Gislaine. That's a bit. I mean, that's quite big, you know. Second prize, 7,000, and third prize is 5,000. And they said the decision of the judges shall be final and irrevocable. So that would be for the regional office to decide who will be the winner. But we're confident DepEd Ormoc can bag it, diba? I mean, can get the first prize, diba? So we're always optimistic and we're always positive about it. Okay, and I still yes, proceed. Go ahead, Ma'am Gislaine.
Pila may pwede natin isulod sa isa kasakyanan?
Yes, okay. Thank you for clarifying that up.
And our mga bikers, are they allowed to have back riders?
Okay.
Para dili na lang.
Mga road bikers di mo papasakyan. Okay. According to our note, though it was not manifested in the city health instruction, they have instructed us that the vehicles must only have a maximum of three passengers, no, and that already include the driver. Okay, so 2 to 3 total passengers per vehicle. Okay, sir, kung van ako dalhon, pasudi lang yun og 2 or 3. Okay, regardless of the capacity, no, kay wala man gud sila nag-highlight kung 50% or in a certain percentage ang capacity na pwede may sulod. Okay, and we have the mayor's permit, approval from the traffic management and from the city health. So there will be no reason for us not to have this finalized. Okay, so see you on Sunday for our motorcade to mark the opening of school year 2020-2021. And by the way, our school heads, ingon si Ma'am Lani ug si Sir Roji, tagaan nato og special customized printed t-shirt for this purpose. See? Appeal lang atong mga division key officials. Okay, there you go. And maybe likewise highlight that October 5, during the opening of our classes, Ma'am Gislaine, it's also the celebration of the World Teachers Day. Diba? So maupod na ang special day for teachers. That's actually acknowledged no nationally and internationally. No, in fact, the entire world celebrate the teachers for this uh, for the nobility of our profession on that day, October 5. Now, na ay contest actually. The national office is inviting our talented teachers, our gifted teachers, to join the Teachers Got Talent. Okay, it's in memorandum released by the office of Tunisito MC Umali, the undersecretary for partnerships, dated uh, September 10, 2020, in which it contains the contest guidelines on Teachers Got Talent. So if for further inquiry, you may visit DepEd Philippines website, or maybe you could also inquire from us via DepEd Tayo or Ormoc City Division FB page for further inquiries. And in it are the criteria and the prices and the guidelines. And maybe tell them the price, Ma'am Gislaine. Imagine for the first prize, for the champion, it's 30,000 pesos or laptop. So you have the option to select, no, either laptop imo or worth 30,000 pesos. Kung ikaw mo champion, Gislaine, di ba, ay we were you know, with your singing prowess ba, no? At times nang makaguba sa aircon dito sa office ba, no? Pero if you are to select, if you are to become the champion, what will you select? The 30,000 pesos or the laptop?
30,000 steps.
30,000. You need cash. Laptop is good, but you need cash. Okay, sige. Why 30,000? Sige, practice. Why 30,000?
30,000 palit ako laptop.
Magwa kag 30,000 pero imo lang pa laptop. Okay, so let's move on. First runner-up, 25,000 or smart TV. Wow, imagine that's big, no? For the second runner-up, that's 20,000 or cell phone. Wow. And there will be consolation prizes to 20 participants. 20 consolation prizes. That's 5,000 pesos or a tablet or a prepaid home Wi-Fi. Wow, that's big, no? Coming from the DepEd Central Office. So, for further inquiries, visit DepEd website, and then you may as well inquire from us via DepEd Ormoc City, DepEd Tayo Ormoc City Division FB page. Okay, I have spoken a lot. Ma'am Gislaine, you have more?
Yes, Saps, ato lang i-reiterate ato ang sulti sa gahapon sa ato ang Brigada Eskwela and DPDS coordinators regarding the jingles na dapat ato ipaloop.
Yes.
O patingog.
Right.
Patingog
To play it,
sa to play sa ato schools. That should have started last September 21 until October 5. So for those schools na to, Saps, nga wala pa naka-implemental, wala pa naka-play, so they are encouraged na to play the duha ka Brigada Eskwela nga jingle, Saps, no?
Right. Thank you for reminding that, Ma'am Gislaine, no? So that is to notify and to inform our schools, no, our community, the public, that school will really start on October 5, no? So di na gid mapugan, magsugod na gid atong klase. So that's October 5. Balik eskwela na sa Oktubre 5. Now, with me is the DepEd memorandum from the undersecretaries ni Pomosino Malaluan and Rev C. Escobido, dated September 24, highlighting the events that will happen on the first day of school, October 5. In the fourth paragraph, actually in the second page, first paragraph of the second page of this memorandum, we were given directive to note of the following. One, here's the important directive or instruction. Please note that all learners, teachers, and DepEd personnel are required to take part in the flag raising ceremony and listen to the message of the Secretary at 7:30 to 8 a.m. So, naipagabuhatan nga flag raising ceremony. So, schools are are directed to play the lupang hinirang, no, regardless of the absence of our students, whether they are not in schools, but yet we have to play the lupang hinirang in our respective schools. So if teachers are there, teachers have to participate. And if there are community volunteers, parent leaders who are there to get the modules, they have to participate. So that will be first thing in the morning on Monday. And at 7:30 to 8 o'clock, via the DepEd Philippines FB page, in which this will be played live, our DepEd Secretary, Leonor Magtoles Briones, will be giving her message to us, department in the Department of Education. That's 7:30 to 8, as well as the World Teachers Day prayer that is scheduled 10:05 in the morning on Monday. Okay? Again, that will be streamed live via DepEd Philippines Facebook page, including our partner TVs and radio stations and other channels and platforms. And we also will be patching this live, no, via our DepEd Ormoc FB page, so that our DepEd Ormoc can tune in via our DepEd or our division's FB pages. Now, the other segments of the program shall be optional and encouraged only if it will not interfere with the conduct of classes. But what we are required, it's actually being highlighted and written in bold letters, to take part in the flag raising ceremony. That's before 7:30. Then 7:30 to 8, the message of our secretary. And then 10:05 a.m. will be the World Teachers Day prayer. That's on October 5, 2020, at the start of our classes, or opening of our classes. Okay, there you go.
Sep,
Yes,
Sep, sa issue latest message here.
please.
So I think either ikaw, si Ma'am Lani, or si Sir Roger makatubagan. Ma'am Gislaine, ang teachers daw ba mag-wear na og uniform on October 5?
Okay. Yes, we can raise that question now. Ma'am Lani and Sir Roger will be with us in a little while, so we can ask it from them. In fact, just to give our viewpoints on that, kami ni Ma'am Gislaine, the division office personnel are actually encouraged to wear uniforms na. So in fact, many of us are already wearing uniforms, though kami lang kay most of the times, especially during the D-meal, the conduct of D-meal, and with the evaluation for the school-based management. So most of the times we're into field works, and we're wearing let's say comfortable polo shirts, as allowed by the Civil Service Commission. Okay, but the answer to address that question will be our ASDS or SDS in a little while. Okay, and we still have okay on the list the conduct. Okay, so this is the same regional memorandum number 509, the conduct of the 2020 National Teachers Day or World Teachers Day celebration and guidelines on the virtual conduct of Teachers Got Talent. So for further details or inquiry on this, actually same as what we have explained on the Teachers Got Talent, that can also be viewed via regional memorandum, that's number 509 series of 2020. And for inquiries via division office, we can help you on that via social mobilization networking unit, and we'll be forwarding or entries or any interest to the regional office via the Education Support and Services Division, Cesar Ronqui, their chief. Okay, and there you go. I think that's all from all the reminders. Okay. Thank you. We've been notified by the IT support team. Okay, and we also would like to notify the community, the Ormocanon community, including our DepEd Ormoc, that we are now accepting volunteer participants for the project Ayuda sa
Ayuda
Eskwela.
sa eskwela.
May you please do the honors of inviting our teachers, parents, as well as volunteers for this project of DepEd Ormoc?
Yes, Saps, na brief description lang for our project. This is in partnership with our SK Federation. Ayuda sa Eskwela are the assisting young learners in their upskilling and holistic development towards better educational achievements. And that is Ayuda, no? Sa SK Wela. Now, what is this project all about? This project shall be composed of advocates or volunteers who will render their services to the department, being teaching support to the learners. The team of volunteers vary from members of the Sangguniang Kabataan, our city scholars, and our DepEd teacher aspirants who are included in the RQA or the Registry of Qualified Applicants. So, they will be rendering voluntary teaching services according to their level of expertise, ranging from pre-elementary, elementary, and junior and senior high school. So, magdepende sa na sila. Ang atong mga SK volunteers, pwede natin sila ibutan dito sa pre-LM with having a buddy nga from the RQA nga pwede maka-assist sa nila. Then, the volunteer shall be recognized as one of the division's partners in effectively implementing the learning continuity plan of the division. So, most especially when it comes to assisting the learners in the adoption of the new educational learning delivery. Ang pag-deliver kung unsa si blended and si distance nga modality. So, since this is a kind of transition period, gamit kaayo si volunteers para makatabang ni DepEd sa pag-deliver sa mga modalities. Yan,
Yeah.
sa
Right.
ayuda sa
Yes.
eskwela.
And in addition, DepEd or MOC, actually, because we were targeting that by next week, we'll be conducting our orientation for this purpose together with our volunteers, with the project volunteers. SK Federation officers have already had their list of volunteers. Now they're requesting that we too can come up with volunteers coming from DepEd, and that we will do within the week. And then orientation will be scheduled by next week. And then with that, prior to the formal implementation of the project, because we'll still be, of course, connecting with the Curriculum Implementation Division, with the CID and the SJOD, with the two chiefs and with all its members, especially the supervisors, upon their recommendation on the identification of schools who will be needing the most of the services of our volunteers. So, kinanglan ta mag-orientation. Then, prior to the implementation, we'll be coming up with memorandum of agreement. It's a sort of commitment coming from our teacher volunteers, and we in the DepEd or MOC, as proposed, will also be coming up with, we call mga incentives in return, like a sort of points, no? A number of points for the number of hours and the number of days that you have volunteered as teaching support to a certain school or to learners in a certain school. And that is, of course, to be certified by DepEd or MOC through our head key officials, no? And then that will in turn be an added advantage the time you will be applying for a teacher position in DepEd or in any other teaching institutions. Okay, so there we can see your interest, no, and your willingness to really come up with the profession and the nobility of being a teacher, diba? So for those who are interested, you may send a message to our DepEd Tayo or MOC City Division FB page, and then you may connect with the numbers indicated in the page na to, and then you may connect to us, and then we'll be giving you directions as to how to be part of this very valuable project as to helping our learners come up with the quality education that they deserve, even amidst the situation of the crisis and the pandemic that we are experiencing, and with the adjustment of the educational system. Okay, so come on and be part of this project and serve as a volunteer, di ba?
Yes, Seps. In fact, no naa natin nadawat na mga names sa gusto
Yes.
mag-volunteers.
We already have a
Ah,
few. We have like mga 60s, more than 16, ano, in terms of number. Okay, and we are notified that there's an ongoing bids and awards committee activity going on at the other room at our division convergence hall, no? So our assistant schools division superintendent being the no, they're having pre-bid conference. Sorry, uh, our assistant schools division superintendent being the chair has to be there, or else the pre-bid conference will not uh, go on. So again, we love to express our sincerest appreciation, no, to all the teachers for all the preparations that you are doing in preparation sa conduct sa DMIL, sa Division Monitoring, Evaluation, Adjustment, and Learning. We understand it's so tiresome, no, tiring in your work, but uh, the profession entails such sacrifice and willingness. Lahat para sa bata, di ba? Lahat para sa edukasyon ng mga kabataan. Right, Ma'am Gislaine? And we
I
likewise
definitely agree.
give our sincerest gratitude, no, to all the teachers, with all the school heads for everything that they do to prepare the schools and to prepare needed details and needed things so we can come up prepared for October 5 so that we really can come up ready for the opening of classes. So,
Ilang tulog na lang.
a lot of challenges have been encountered, di ba? Daghan kayo nga mga kakapoy o mga kalisod o mga challenges, and yet we're very positive, we're very optimistic na things are going to be all right, di ba? And there will be help along the way, and there will be support along the way. And kami sa division office, of course, headed by Ma'am Lana H. Cervantes, with Sir Roger Sombilon, with Sir Alan Almendras in the CID, with Ma'am Artem Liberas in the SGOD, alongside the other key officials and personnel division, will always be of support to you in your respective stations, in your respective schools. Okay, just reach out to us in case there will be a need for us to be engaged and to be part of the solution. Okay, so I think that would be all for this afternoon, Ma'am Gislino. We don't have to wait much
Mhm.
long for Ma'am
Yes.
and Sir Roger because they are in a very important activity to attend to as well. Okay.
Yes, as si teacher mo, I won't mention her name na lang. I-park lang sana mo yung mga question, ma'am. And then, rest assured that we will ask our SDS and our ASDS for i-inquire na mo regarding the wearing of uniform starting on October 5. Okay.
Okay, we'll be highlighting that during our meeting on Friday, and we'll release and your district supervisors will be notified of it, and will soon direct the school heads for that instruction.
Mm.
Okay, a happy afternoon, everyone. It's another wonderful Wednesday discussion, no? Panaghisgutay, kauban ninyong tanan. Salamat sa pagpakiguban ka namo. In behalf again ni Ma'am Lana H. Cervantes, our schools division superintendent, Sir Mario Rudy Sombilon, our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, ni Sir Alan sa CID, ni Ma'am Artem sa SJOD, with all the division key officials, hatag mi sa dakong pagpasalamat kaninyong tanan, labi na sa inyong pagpaningkamot nga ma-ready ang atong mga eskwelahan sa pag-abli sa klase karong Oktubre 5. Daghan kayong salamat, and may God bless us all, and may we continue to be healthy every day and always. Good afternoon, everyone.
Thank you.